Here's Adam Claiborne now with a look at your full forecast. So Adam, we had some haze over the weekend. How is that looking now?
The haze is still going to be there. Now, the thickness of the smoke that is around, not going to have as much of an issue or much of a concern really when it comes to air quality, as that will be improving, and we're going to gradually start to see this move on out of here. So we have the Goat Rocks fire that you can see farther south. Each one of these little flames are indicating where we have those individual fires, and then the Bolt Creek fire, which is farther north, you can see how that coloration is closer to this purple shading. So that's where you have a lot more of that dense smoke that is around. But the wind starting to come a little more from off of the Pacific, and that's going to help to push a lot of that smoke out of here across western Washington. Still noticing some issues, yes, across the eastern side of the state, but we are going to see some improvements tomorrow evening about 5:30, just around the time where we are going to be beginning that Broncos and Seahawks match. It's going to be pretty okay. I think we're going to still see some smoke haze, but most of it's getting out of here by that time, and then seeing improving conditions throughout later tomorrow night and on into Tuesday, where we'll definitely have a lot more of that clear sky in place. Now, the air quality should be much better tomorrow, too. Seeing a lot of greens here showing up across western Washington, just still dealing with quite a bit of that unhealthy air quality, however, as you go farther east across the state. Now, what happens once we get these areas of smoke to show up, it's pretty beautiful, actually. You can see how it creates more of these very red and vibrant skies during sunsets. What's going on there is that the light is actually being scattered by the smoke particles, and at the end of that spectrum, when it comes to that, the wavelengths, they get a little longer, and that creates more of the red color. That's what's happening, and so that's why we have that here. And saw this earlier this evening, smoky sunsets into our news director, actually, Julie. Pretty beautiful there. Broncos and Seahawks tomorrow, starting off in the mid-70s, mainly sunny skies. We'll notice those numbers starting to cool back down in the mid-60s. Humidity values coming up good when it comes to any sort of fire risk. Plus, we're going to keep that wind more out of the southwest, which is going to continue that onshore flow. 65 winds coming out of the southwest at 6 miles per hour. And we got more of those clear skies that are going to be on the way. Heading on into the latter part of tomorrow, more clouds to start off tomorrow with maybe a small chance of showers. Temperatures right now low to mid 60s. The rain, here it is right here. You can see some of that moving along Highway 2 right there, going a little farther south, getting closer to I-90 and all the way down I-5 and getting closer to Chehalis. And as you go farther south, closer to Portland. Not a whole lot of rain with that. They'll move on out of here. And once we see that move on out of here, it looks like for the rest of the week, it's going to be a mixture of sun and clouds, with most of those clouds in the morning. Temperatures hovering back and forth between the low to mid 70s.